This is digital SAT number 1. We're going to pick up where we left off on the math. This is math questions 21 up to 27. So let's begin. Question number 22. Go ahead and freeze the video. Try to solve this on your own. I'm going to draw out a circle here, and we got 0, 90, 180, 270, and 360. Okay, just as a reminder, 180 is equal to pi radians, and 90 is equal to pi over 2. And this is 3/2 pi. 360 is equal to 2 pi. So that'll help you keep things in perspective. This thing is 2/3 pi radians right there. So we're looking at about this. This is going to be angle R, 2/3. Angle T is 5/12 pi radians greater than R. Okay, so we're going to add on a little bit, add 5/12 pi. And we want the measure of this angle. So we're going to add that on. So we've got 2/3 pi plus 5/12 pi. And if your calculator can handle fractions, that's great. If not, you can do this the old-fashioned way. I'm going to go ahead and do this the old-fashioned way. I'm going to multiply this by 4 over 4. So you got 8/12 pi plus 5/12 pi. That's going to get you, what, 13/12 pi. Now, based on this, you know that pi is right here, 180. So 13/12 is a little bit more than that, okay? It's going to be a little bit more than 180. You can already get rid of most of these answers, and you can figure out it's not going to be A, it's not going to be B. 390 is more than a full circle, so it's not going to be that. You already know the answer is C. But if you want to get an exact answer to that, what you do is we know that 180 is going to be pi, right? So multiply by 180 over pi, and you can go ahead and do that calculation. These cancel out. You'll get 195 exactly if you want to use your calculator. Question 23. Go ahead and pause the video. Try to solve this on your own first. The area is 4.36 square miles. That is not the length of one side. They want to know what is the area in square yards of this town. Okay, so 1 mile is 1760 yards. And I'm going to go ahead and calculate what it is for 1 square mile. So 1 mile by 1 mile, that's be 1760 squared. And 1760 squared gets you 3,097,600 according to the calculator. Okay, that is just for one. So we're going to go ahead and take that and multiply this by 4.36. We're going to go ahead and multiply 4.36 by 3 million. And this is when you really want to take your calculator out and figure it out. But you know what? Looking at these answer choices, there's only one thing that's even going to come close. It's D. All right, these other numbers are way too small. Question 24. Pause the video and try to solve this on your own. First thing you need to do is figure out what the original line is. So you want to get an idea of what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and plot this. We got 18, 130, got 23, 160. Okay, so this is an upward sloping line. Let's go ahead and first calculate out the slope. Slope is change in y over change in x. So we got 160 minus 130 over 23 minus 18. That's going to give us 30 over 5. So we have a slope of 6. Now we've got this thing here, the y equals mx plus b. And we know that 6 is the slope. Now there are a couple ways you can do this. You can use the point slope form and all that, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it this way. A lot of people have the y equals mx plus b memorized already, so this is probably the best thing to do. Now we're going to go ahead and plug one of the points in. We already know that 130 is equal to 6 times 18 plus b. So solving for that, 22 is equal to y-intercept. Okay, so now we have our complete equation, y equals 6x plus 22. And looking at the question here, they're going to take this thing and move it down 5 units. They're going to translate this line down, meaning they're going to shift it down by 5 units. So instead of it being y equals 6x plus 22, what's going to happen is it's going to be y equals 6x plus 17. Now we are not looking at the y-intercept, we're looking at the x-intercept. So that means that the y value is going to be 0, because that's where it hits the x-axis. And we got to figure out where that is. So we're going to go ahead and put 0 equals 6x plus 17, and subtract 17, 6x. So x is going to be negative 17 over 6, and that's going to give you D. Question 25. Go ahead and look at the question. Pause the video. Right now what you have here is y equals negative x squared plus 9x minus 100. And this is in the standard form. We want to figure out where it intersects the line y equals c. Now, in order for it to intersect y equals c at one point, that means that the vertex is touching the c. Now, we don't know where c is, but let's just imagine this is the line c. The negative x squared tells us it's pointing down. So we know we have a parabola pointing down where it's hitting the line y equals c at a single point. What we need to do is figure out what the vertex of the parabola is. Now, a lot of people are going to tell you to convert this into the vertex form. The vertex form is y equals a x minus h quantity squared plus k, where the vertex is h comma k. Now, I'm going to tell you, yeah, okay, you can do that. But the problem is this thing here is not ideally suited for completing the square because the b value is odd. It's not even. We're going to do this an easier way. Okay, so I'm not going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to do this a different way. The vertex, the x value is negative b over 2a. That's going to make this a lot easier. So negative b, which is going to give you negative 9 over 2 times negative 1. 9 halves. And 2 negatives make it positive. So we're going to go ahead and take the 9 halves and plug that back into the original equation. So we have plus 9 times 9 halves minus 100. Okay, this is a good time to bust out the calculator, but we got negative 81 over 4 plus 81 over 2 minus 100. Go ahead and add that all up, and that's going to give you negative 319 over 4. And that is your answer. Now, again, that is the y value. That was the x value. So it is C. Question 26. Freeze the video. Take a look. Try to solve this. I'm going to tell you this is a very strange question. It's a little bit unusual, but let's first look at these two equations. You got 2x plus 3y equals 7, 10x plus 15y equals 35. The second equation here is just a multiple of the first equation. If you take everything and divide that by 5, you're actually going to end up with the same thing, 2x plus 3y equals 7. Since they're the same, you're just looking for points that fit on that line. I like to use the y equals mx plus b. The best thing to do is for you to plug in all the choices and see what works. So I'm going to go ahead and put these points in. Choice A. 2 times r over 5 plus 7 times okay, this one obviously doesn't work. Choice A is out. Go ahead and try choice B. And turns out this works. So it is choice B. Question 27. Pause the video and go ahead and try to solve this. This is a classic triangle problem. They used to love these on the SAT. Alright, so this thing has 624 centimeters all the way around, and that's all 3 sides. So each side is 624 divided by 3. And that means that every side is going to be 208. Every equilateral splits into 2 30, 60, 90 triangles, and the ratio of the sides is going to be 1/1/2 root 3 over 2. And that's if you're going from the hypotenuse to the legs. Okay, there's another set of ratios where it goes 1 2, and root 3. And the 1 is the short side, 2 is the hypotenuse, root 3 is the long side. What is the value of k? And we're talking about the height. The height is going to be root 3 over 2 times 208. And that's going to equal k root 3. Go ahead and solve that. 104 root 3 equals k root 3. And your answer is 104. Congratulations, you are done with the first math module. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, if you feel that this video was useful, please like and subscribe, and also share this video with your friends who are studying so hard for the SAT.